It's another edition of What Would Jesse Ventura Do? What have we got today, Brigida?
The Wall Street Journal reports that Stanford University is giving free tuition to any undergrad student admitted to the class of 2019 that comes from a family whose annual income is below $125,000. Previously, the cutoff for free tuition was $100,000. Students whose family incomes are below $65,000 will even receive free room and board. And families earning as much as $225,000 per year could qualify for financial assistance if they have more than one dependent enrolled in college. Most students rack up an average of $30,000 in debt by the time they graduate. And if a job isn't waiting for them right away, that debt grows larger with interest. So what would Jesse Ventura do to make higher education affordable? Would you make it completely free or give families financial assistance like Stanford?
I think I would stick with what Stanford's doing because you got to remember something. College isn't for everyone. And if you make college free, then it is for everyone. Hats off to Stanford University. They're allowing poorer kids that are qualified to come there and go to school and giving them a break while doing it. That's wonderful. But I don't think it's up to us as a society and as a government to make all college free. College isn't for everyone. And if you make college free, then it seems like college is for everyone, and it diminishes how powerful a college education should be for you. Right now, it's ridiculous because these kids are so far in debt, and it's what society wants. Go to college, start your life in debt, and stay in debt your whole life. So if you want to get rid of get a debt-free society, we have to do something about making college much more affordable.
All right, let's turn to our vigilant viewers before we wrap up today's episode. We asked all of you, should all education be free? Here's what you had to say. From Facebook, Josie Mayman says, a basic college education should be free. If you want to keep going to a higher degree, though, you have to pay.
So what she's saying is the basic 4 years should be free, so we now pay from kindergarten through 4 years of college? We can do that if we get out of the wars. If we stop spending $1.7 trillion since 2001 over in Iraq and over in Afghanistan and the Middle East, all college would be free then, wouldn't it? I'll support that. If we guarantee we get out of wars, the result will be free college.
Rebecca Gunter wrote, I don't know about being free, but it sure as hell shouldn't cost the same as buying a house or a car.
Well, in a way it kind of should because, maybe it's overpriced, that's true. But remember, college graduates tend to make more money. So you got to look at it in the perspective, yeah, you do your 4 years of college, but then you work for 30 years at a higher income level generally. Now, there is the case, and I have friends like this, they got jobs while they were in college. Guess what? They graduated and still kept doing that same job. So they truly did not need college, did they? You got to weigh it as an individual right there, I think. But the case is, if we'd get out of war and stop spending $1.7 trillion on war, college would be free for all of us. Hell, I might go back.
Ben Holman, also on Facebook, says, slice the military budget in half and tax the churches. Then we'd have healthcare and education for everyone.
If you cut defense spending in half and made everyone pay taxes, we'd be overrun with money. We wouldn't know what to do with it all.
At Bluesmith1 says it needs to be affordable. Think about how many degrees the Iraq War could have funded.
Exactly, and the Afghan War and all these wars. Let's say they only spent the 0.7 trillion on the wars. That would leave us $1 trillion. Wouldn't that pay for free college? I think it would.
At Nathan Deppert says, not really. Why pay for college education for everyone when there are hardly any jobs available?
Well, look at it this way. A better educated populace means a better populace to begin with. Education is good, and the smarter you are, the better we are as a society. And so the smarter we all end up being, the better it all is for all of us. Thank you all for your comments. Keep the conversation going on Facebook or Twitter, and be sure to join us next week on Aura.tv for another episode of Off the Grid. Until then, people, stay vigilant.